Welcome everyone to more of The Witness here on Additional Paladins Games, continuing our Let's Play, our non-spoilery, no cheats kind of Let's Play. So, with that said, if you have anything to say, be sure that no spoilers, no cheats, no hints, no nothing like that. Just keep it nice and simple, have fun in the comments. Otherwise, that's all I really care about. Don't want to have this spoiled for me. So, anyways, if it's your first time here, so glad to have you. And we're here continuing in the swamp. And continuing on this puzzle, which is just a real stumper, guys. So, it's a couple things. So, before I get started, first, I'm trying a new microphone setup. So, I've done some testing beforehand. The audio should sound the same. At least it sounded the same to me when I went through and did my testing. But if it sounds any different to you, please let me know. Let me know if there are any changes. So, with that, so that's just kind of like a housekeeping thing to get out of the way. With that, though, I honestly have not thought much about this puzzle, which I probably should have been doing in the off, since I've been off, since I haven't been playing The Witness. I got myself some, I got a pen and paper here, so let's see if we can't figure this out. So this is still, man, this Tetris puzzle is still a real stumper. So, I've gone ahead and drawn out the shapes that we've got here. So we've got these. So it's noted that all of these can be rotated, which is really, I think, is really important. Like, I don't know. So, again, this one's just a real stumper. All right. So I think that the whole idea of like covering this one, like using this central area, like for the L, I think that's a little misleading. I think that's kind of not what they want you to do. So I'm going to kind of try and avoid that. I previously had the idea of trying to use the L like in this direction or like this direction, and we didn't really get anywhere with that. So I might continue to do that as well. So what if we did something like this? So that gives us our L shape right there. But then we obviously have to get all the way across to this guy. Okay, so we have to cover this. So we might potentially have to come up like this or something. Okay, hold on. All right, this is looking kind of a little promising. You know, I think I said this in a previous video, but the thing that's hard about these guys, these ones, is that like that's the shape right there, except where the L shape here is in the middle. We have to get rid of that. And that's the difficult part, is that there's no way to create that single shape. Like, we can't create that shape you can't create that shape with the grid that we have left out here. So, oh, Mr. Bear. I will turn that off after this episode. Anyways, so that's the difficulty with those shapes, is that there's no way for them to exist on their own. So they have to exist. They have to exist with using the other shapes to fill in that bottom middle portion. Okay, so I previously kind of tried to do like this thing, right? Like that. So then filling in the bottom middle portion with the single dot, and then using the other two pieces on the left and the right to kind of construct the left and right flanks and the top middle portions. Okay. Alright, so I'm mapping this out in my head. So the thing with that is that we can use the L shape down here to cover both of these guys. Like, that'll cover both these pieces. The only question then is how to fit these other three pieces together to cover the top two. And that's it. So if that's the case, then I don't see why this should not be a base shape that we have. So then the other shape would look something like this if we put it into practice, which obviously does not work. And then we'd have to come down here. So I understand that it doesn't work, but I'm just kind of mapping that out there. So let's kind of just feeling it out a little bit. So The reason why it didn't work for anybody is because I'm missing that second dot over there. I'm missing that second set of dots over there on the left. Okay, so then how else can we configure... So like I said, I think that this right here is pretty promising. Either this direction or this direction. Either one. But then how can we construct these three together to make them... So I'm just going to kind of map it out here on the... So we could do something like this. And then put that one there. You could have something kind of like... No, that wouldn't work. It would look like this, actually. Oh, ooh. Oh, hold on. Oh, that brings a whole new light to things. Okay, so like these two... Does that work? Yeah, that works. Okay, so these two side shapes can actually be combined like this. That's really interesting. Ooh. Is that it? Is that it? Hold on. Okay. So then this one's covered already. So this would be 4 wide. That works. By up like this. Does that do it? Okay. So where is that wrong? Because that feels like really, really close. Because this would go up. This would go up. This would go down. Is that it? That... Yes! Oh! Oh! Oh, sweet mercy. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh man, this puzzle has been stumping me for like 3 episodes, guys. Okay, so that was the big revelation right there. Is that these blocks right here can be combined. They can be combined side to side, and like they can be. I don't even know what they're. I'm just astounded. I'm just kind of like in shock right now. They can be combined side to side in order to fill each other, like the gaps that's in the lower portions of each of them. And then you just plug on the little dot at the top, and then you're good. So happy about that. Okay, so we got the power from this cord. That goes right here. Oh. Okay, well this is new. Okay, this is very new. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. This is great. I wanted to figure out what these blue dots mean. Okay, so does this work? No, it doesn't. Okay, so what if that doesn't work either? Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. So this is I was right. This is a negative dot. This is basically remove these from the equation. Right? There. So it's a subtraction thing. But they have to be included in the same area, right? 4, 8. Okay, there's 16 dots. And so I want to just do this. Okay. That's not too bad. Okay, I got it. So we want to do something like this? No. This has to be included in this. So then we go like that. Right. Okay. All right, that's fantastic. So now oh, did that unlock? Wait, hold on. Okay, that door opened up. All right. Just quick cursory check for any environmental puzzles, even though it might be highly unlikely. I'm just ever suspicious. Also, these cages. Very suspicious of what those cages were meant for. You never know on a mystery island like this. Okay, so that unlocked. What did that do? Are there other underground areas? There might be. Okay, so there's one over. Let's try it. There. No. Okay, not that one. Okay, and this one. This one's open now. Great. Oh, man. I feel like we're making so much progress now. Also, oh, how is that not an environmental puzzle? Look at that. That is... Okay, so this... What the heck is going on? Okay. Alright, so more of these. Ah, okay. Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. I get it now. I got it. So this... So that thing down there tells me that I can change the position of these bridges, I think, to get me out there? Is that what it's going to do? Maybe? Alright, let's give that a shot. I want to give that a try. Okay, so what happens when I just do this? Hold on. Was that how it was? Okay, so that moves... Oh, that moved the bridge away. Oh, and there's that red block underneath. Oh, come on, I know this is correct. Oh, it's got to match the color. I got it now. Okay. So let's bring it back. Come back. Come back. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to repeatedly click and click and click and click and click and click and click. Come on. There we go. Boom. Okay, got that. Good. I'm happy about that. Alright, now we can work on... Hey, why is this... This one doesn't have like a border on the outside. That kind of bothers me. Alright, so... This one... These need to be included. -1 block area. Okay, so I think it looks something like this. There we go. Okay, so -2 blocks then. So it would be here. Okay. So would it be like that? No. It would be like that then. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We need to subtract. So if we subtract 2 from this. Oh, okay. So these blue blocks are still. Oh, okay. I got it. So the vertical one goes here, and the horizontal one goes right here. So it'd be like this, right? So that would be if it were complete, but we need to get rid of one more area, block area. So let's do it like that. That works. Okay. So now we're subtracting 1 once again. So the... Okay. So, This one's 3 tall. Right? So we could fit that right here. And then this one fits. So if we were to do that, it would look like... Ooh, no. Hold on. Oh, okay, I got it. So let's subtract this one right here. So we'll just make this an L shape. And then go like, what? Oh, it's because it's not included. Okay, so then the other option would be to have this one here, which covers all these. So then we would just have to include the horizontal portion somewhere and subtract. The only place to put it would be here. Then we'd have to subtract. How would we subtract it? Yeah. How would we subtract 1? 3 3. Oh no, we could wait. What if we subtract this one and we just leave it like this? So it'd be like this. We'd have to come in. Then we have this area back here that we can't do. Well, I feel really good knowing that I was correct. These are subtraction blocks. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna map it out on the field a little bit. So an L shape could look like this. An L shape here. Okay. So the only way to get both of these blocks. Hold on. Okay. So what if we did like, no. So that's the, so I know that's not going to work. Obviously. It's got this shape right here. The only question is how we would fit how would we get rid of these blocks? Hold on, what did I just do there? Okay. So that makes that shape. But that's not correct. Adding in so I'd either want to add in the 4 blocks somewhere, but I can't do that because then I'd have these 2 blocks in the back that I would never be able to get rid of. Or I add 3 blocks, but again, I can't add the 3 in a row without not having trouble. So I'm thinking that we add 3 blocks here, and then so it would be 1, 2, 3, and then it'd be boom, 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 boom. But then again, once again, we've got these 2 blocks are now an issue. Can't get rid of these blocks here. So I think that this has to go here. No. I think that getting rid of this piece right here and giving me an L shape. Man. Trade one doozy of a puzzle for another one. That's confounding me. This whole addition subtraction thing just brings a whole nother level of complexity to this. Okay, so if we have 4 across the top here, then an easy thing that we can do is just come up and basically envelop it here, and that brings us to the end. Same thing with going this way. Oh, going this way. Again, that doesn't fix anything though, because now we've got the problem. If we were to put this, yeah, that doesn't do it. Unless we put the horizontal. Okay, it's these 2 blocks be a problem. Otherwise, man, this one is wrecking me. Okay. I find all this suspicious. Alright, I'm going to check real quick to see if the other basement areas are open. There should be another one. Okay. So that's the red one. I'm assuming that's the one that we do last, and that one allows us to get through up to there. So then let's check out this guy. Oh, this thing again. Can't really see over there if that one's open or not. Okay, so we want it towards the purple, right? Does that work? Right? that make the open... Wait, which side? Oh, okay. So that's the old red one. So yeah, this should work. There we go. Okay, let's try it down here. See if this is any different. Okay, so we've got another environmental. Goodness gracious, sweet mother of mercy. Oh my gosh. Trade one hard puzzle for another one that I just really don't feel like I want to do. Okay, so we've got all sorts of Tetris pieces. But we've got a 5x6 grid, so that's important to keep in mind. 5x6, and then we really, oh my gosh, it really is one of every of the original Tetris pieces. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so none of these can be rotated, which is actually a big clue. Man, I feel woefully unprepared for this one. These Tetris puzzles have been kicking my butt the entire game. And... whew. Okay. Deep breath. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of... I'm just going to draw around a little bit on the board and kind of think out my processes. So I think that this right here is the most likely place for the long one to go, since you got this guy sticking up right here. So the idea would be basically that, like, using just this bottom left block already covers both of these two right here. So it's almost my thought that 1, 2, 3, 4, and so the idea would be to basically we have one piece like oh no, we don't have any of that that are like that. But we do have one that's like this. So it'd almost be like this. This guy here. Okay, that covers my 4, that covers my zigzag. And then how do we get these two over? That would be the... So basically it'd be something like this, though. I know that's not correct, but the idea is that we use that long shape here to cover these two right here, to cover these ones that are kind of outliers. Maybe using this L-shaped one right here to cover these guys, and then using the other shapes down here and possibly having to, you know, cut out several parts down below, or maybe even like cutting out these parts right here. Something to this effect. That's not, I know it's not right, but I'm just thinking it out, since this is a doozy of a puzzle, clearly. So, sorry, just getting slightly distracted by the various colors that are present. Also, this rock. Is that a rock? Is that coral or something? Coral. Are these hangers in the exact same up and down position as... It just creeps me out. I feel like I'm just... They are. Does that mean something? Or is it just like they were too lazy to put in different types of hangers? But it's definitely the same... It's literally the same hanger. Does that... Oh, an audio recording. Even better. Okay, let's do that.
A poet once said, "The whole universe is in a glass of wine." We will probably never know in what sense he meant that, for poets do not write to be understood. But it is true that if we look at a glass of wine closely enough, we see the entire universe. There are the things of physics, the twisting liquid which evaporates depending on the wind and weather, the reflections in the glass, and our imagination adds the atoms. The glass is a distillation of the Earth's rocks, and in its composition we see the secrets of the universe's age and the evolution of stars. What strange array of chemicals are in the wine? How did they come to be? There are the ferments, the enzymes, the substrates, and the products. There in wine is found the great generalization. All life is fermentation. Nobody can discover the chemistry of wine without discovering, as did Louis Pasteur, the cause of much disease. How vivid is the claret, pressing its existence into the consciousness that watches it. If our small minds, for some convenience, divide this glass of wine, this universe, into parts, physics, biology, geology, astronomy, psychology, and so on, remember that nature does not know it. So let us put it all back together, not forgetting ultimately what it is for. Let it give us one more final pleasure. Drink it and forget it all. Richard Feynman, 1963.
And again, Richard Feynman shows up. An interesting thought, that a glass of wine actually does contain quite a few of the different, it contains both the inorganic and organic. It has, life inside of it. Very interesting. Very philosophical. Almost, dare I say, a religious way of looking at, like, the science of everything, almost. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. I feel like I'm never quite sure of what to make of any of these quotes. Okay, one thing I am quite sure of is that this puzzle is probably going to be a doozy. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap up the episode here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to map out on the piece of paper I've got here all these different shapes and start piecing them together a little bit here and there. I'm going to do that a little bit off camera, and then come back next time and we'll kick it off again with this same puzzle, see if we can't get it going. So thank you so much for tuning in. For more of The Witness here on Additional Paladins Games, be sure to hit like and subscribe. Check out some of the other series on the channel. And if you have anything to say in the comments below, first of all, please let me know if there's anything weird with the audio going on. Again, I tested it beforehand, but if you hear anything different, please do let me know. And secondly, if you do have anything to say, please no spoilers. No spoilers whatsoever. It really means the world to me to do this playthrough with as few hints, spoilers, and other cheats and such as possible. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon here on Additional Pylons Games.